brothers. Accident.
Foods you loved as a child but can't stand now. So who's trolling who? God damn it, you better not cut that out. Well, how do you want me to say it?
Well, ease into it, man. It's like, today we're going to talk about
What do you mean?
how our nuts smell like onions.
And why does all the cereal at your house smell like onions?
And how do I know they all smell like that? Here, let me give you, look.
Do it.
So I was just wondering. See, I did that?
Nobody's going to care.
Well, they will care.
They won't care.
I care.
Let them vote.
So watch.
Let the comments vote.
All right, commenters. How do you start an episode? Foods when you're kids that you can't eat today because they suck now because your taste buds changed.
And everything tastes like onions.
Or
I was just wondering.
I had a face full of.
I was wondering about something. The other day, I ate this thing that I used to love, but now it tastes like onions.
Okay, in that case, you may be right.
I know everything.
Well, you know what?
oh my god,
In this room, that ain't saying a whole fucking lot.
Pick a room.
The bar is really low.
Pick a room. All right, I'm sorry. What were you talking about, Brother Tommy?
so wait, favorite foods as kids you don't like now? Is that
Foods
right?
you like as
can't-
kids that you can't stand now.
That you can't stand now.
Okay, so
I got nostalgic and was in 7-Eleven and picked up one of those, the Hostess ding dongs, not the Twinkies, the other ones.
Yeah.
And it just tasted like I was eating frosted sugar. It just tasted. It was terrible. It was abysmal.
That's the
and
black thingies with the white filling on the
No,
inside?
this was the vanilla ones, the other one.
Okay.
And it was awful. And I was remembering back when I was a kid thinking this
Is it
tastes.
Twinkie or Ding Dong?
It's a ding dong.
That's the black thing. The Twinkie is a little round, the creamy.
Yeah, but the
round tube.
Twinkies aren't iced. They don't have icing on them.
They have it inside.
So we're talking about, is it a black ding dong?
But the Ding Dong
with the icing, with the white icing.
It's like a little cupcake.
I didn't sign up for that joke. I didn't say, nor did I write it. No, they're vanilla ones with vanilla icing. Anyway, it tasted like nothing but just 25-year-old sugar. It was terrible.
Yeah.
The
And
big,
then what they are?
pretty much. Well, yeah, but they never rot.
Yeah.
They never
I
go
was
bad.
watching one of the prepper shows, and this guy had a 30-year-old Twinkie.
Yeah, what was it, dude?
Probably
What was that? Zombieland. What were they in search of?
Twinkies.
Twinkies.
Yeah, that's right. It's a good point. Because he kept checking
But
on
all
the
I could
truck.
find was those snowballs. The
Yes, they were
pink
pink
thingy.
coconut.
Yeah.
I love those.
Snowballs. Is that what an
I did, but they're
Arctic STD snowballs?
I don't know. They didn't smell like onions. Tasted like coconuts,
They wouldn't smell. They're frozen.
like sugar coconuts.
Coconut and sweaty balls.
I would say
That's
for
what-
me,
that's-
any breakfast cereal. And I
Yeah.
think what we're getting close to here is the sugar.
Yes.
What would you say?
Well, and that was so. The snowballs was one of those things that I had. I don't know, a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh, I remember this. Bought it, and it was like, oh my god, I cannot believe I fucking ate this shit, And I go to what Dwayne's saying. I think it's the sugar because it's like there's things that I like at night. It's like I can.
You just can't metabolize it.
Like Pop-Tarts is a good thing. It's like I'll like, okay, I'm gonna have me a couple of Pop-Tarts. If I eat
Pop-Tarts?
yeah, fart tarts.
We got these onion Pop-Tarts.
So I've realized that sugar is what it makes me miserable.
Yeah.
The next day. I
I
mean,
ate a
and it's
zero
like
candy bar. And
I can
I
eat it
needed
at 10 o'clock.
insulin.
Eat it
Remember
at 10 o'clock
Zeros?
at night,
I
and at
eat-
10 o'clock
I-
in the morning, I am oh my God, I feel so terrible.
When I'm traveling, my road food, we stop, get gas, fuel up.
Beaver nuts.
A Zero bar and a Red Bull. That's my go-to
I had
travel
a Zero
food.
the other day, and I literally was looking for insulin. I was like, I can't handle
Yeah,
this.
but I don't.
Remember
I
Zero there in
don't
a gray
normally
wrapper?
eat. Yeah, blue wrapper.
Yeah.
It says Zero on it. It's a white creamy chocolate
Oh, the
What is it?
covered
So-
nougat.
So what?
$1
So what?
million bar. That's another one.
So what's it got zero of? Is it like?
I don't know why
it's
it's
a
got
zero.
it's a stupid name.
It's a very
Yeah.
stupid name.
It's like,
but
yeah.
anyway,
Mounds and
is
almond
there
joy.
something? All right. So what's the inverse of that?
Something
You said
that you
things
had.
that you loved when I used to really love eating post toasties, but I hate it now. What's the opposite of that?
Buckwheats.
Buckwheat.
Yeah.
I was thinking more along the line of, I hated eggs,
Broccoli.
fried eggs,
Broccoli.
but you like it now?
But I love it now.
You went from hating sugar or loving sugar and hating good vegetables to hating sugar and loving good vegetables.
Growed up. I used to hate salmon too. Now I love salmon.
Depends. For
Something
me.
I hated when I was a kid and I like now. It's a lot of things. Because there was a lot of I was very, very finicky when I was a kid. I was kind of a pussy.
Girls.
Yeah. No, I wasn't finicky about that. I was
When
pretty
you
much
were a kid, you
I was an
hated
equal
girls, and you
opportunity
like 'em now.
employer when it
Equal
comes
Not when you were a
Pretty
little
offender.
kid. When you were a little kid, the He-Man Woman Haters
What's our-
Club kind
yeah.
of age.
So eating in that aspect, I was not. It's still the same. I liked it then. I like it now. As for food, there's not much I won't eat now. The really really sweet stuff is the one thing that probably won't eat much of.
Over sugary stuff late at night.
Yeah, I can't. I just.
Or early in
I
the
did. I don't
morning.
even want to do it. Like even during a day, it's just like if, like we've gone out to places, with dinner with Mrs. Johnny Ray's, work customers, whatever, and they insist that we have some dessert. So I'll get a cheesecake and a cup of coffee with nothing in it, and I'll probably take 2 bites out of it because it'll be like, okay, take a bite and I will, wash out everything with that black coffee because it just doesn't set well. The thing that I like when I was a kid that I like now, Kraft box spaghetti.
Say that again. You
Kraft.
didn't like it or you do like
I
it?
did. I liked it then, and I like it now.
Oh. Well,
SpaghettiOs.
there's a lot, man. Hamburger Helper.
Oh my God. Yeah, there's a lot of. We could talk about a lot on that one.
Go ahead.
I
Vienna
do like me
sausage.
some Hamburger Helper.
Vienna sausage and hamburger. Well,
Vienna sa-
Vienna-
so-
them little Vienna sausages.
So
well, now you can't do 2 broke foods together. That we've already heard the.
So you get the what they call it, spicy barbecue Vienna sausages.
Okay.
It's like it's supposed to be hot, spicy hot. It's not. I get those, can of that, and a bag of pretzels. You bite it off and you stick in the pretzel in that pull out the Vienna sausages with the pretzel.
What's that code for?
No, it's not code. It's code. It's code for delicious.
Yeah, give me a can of Vienna sausages and a packet of saltine crackers.
Yeah.
I'm set. That's a meal.
Macaroni and cheese and
Mac and cheese.
Wolf chili.
Oh, chili.
Oh, I never had that.
You have to think about that one.
That's good stuff right there.
I did that.
That's
so,
a good way to you break 2 things like that: your microwave oven because it explodes, and your toilet because you're going to kill it.
Yeah, I ate a lot of mac and cheese and tuna because
Mac and cheese used to be my stage
because of
name.
what it was. How long?
Bag
has
of
it been?
tuna
Shit.
used to be mine.
Yeah, well, so there was a time I had to do chemo.
Tuna and onion.
There was a time that I had to do chemo and I asked the doctor, what should I eat? And he goes, well, eat whatever you can tolerate. So I did. And it was, so the box spaghetti I ate that all the time. Crap, macaroni and cheese with a can of tuna in it all the time. That was with like picante sauce, and it was always the old El Paso picante. I would have the mac and cheese with the tuna and just almost the entire jar on that. That's what I ate.
Chemo, some bad shit.
Yeah.
Give more bad shit. Yeah,
Chemo have to move.
Chemo slobby.
Chemo slap me back.
I did not endure it, but I was with somebody who did, so that's some bad stuff.
Some crazy crazy
Mrs.
eating.
Tommy did.
Yeah.
She had
No
some
eating.
Weird.
Oh,
requests
really?
For food.
No.
Wow. Yeah, I ate and ate and ate. So, yeah.
It's amazing what you remember things so nostalgically that there's an expectation that's set, and then when you find that object and try it now, your expectations are so high, and the actual food value and taste is so low.
Yeah.
That it just doesn't fly. And
This is
the
Johnny Ray's
worst place to find that stuff is at any of these quick stops out in the middle of frickin' nowhere. So and they probably had this from when you were a kid. They probably had the same batch of stuff in the store.
Probably
I
the
can
same
still-
bag. It's like, oh, I want to get this. And mom said no. And you're going back, 3 decades later.
What
buying
Mama
it.
don't know won't hurt her.
40-year-old bag of pork rinds.
I could still eat me
That's
one of
the
them fried
thing.
burritos, though.
Huh?
I can still eat me one of them fried burritos, though.
Oh, yeah. It's
Gut
crazy.
bomb. Oh, my goodness.
That's any taqueria around. Any one of those Mexican
Any
gas
any
stations.
gas
talking
station in
talking about
Texas.
pork rinds. My dad, he would go to the hole in the wall Mexican joint and buy big bag of greasy, chicharrones, and he always
Hot
had
sauce and shake it up.
No, he wouldn't even do that. He just had them sitting in the truck. The bag was always there, and he's like, "Hey, you want one of these?" And I'm like, "No." And it's like, I'm like, "Is
Nope.
that?" And I mean, you see it. It looks like a freaking square. You got a look like a cracker, and it's a nip. This is the nipple, and I'm like, "Is that a nipple?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, that's the chewy part."
That's bonus.
That's sweetbread.
Yeah, he would. My dad was.
No.
Is that a deep fried hair? Yeah, those are
That
crispy.
looks like a Band-Aid.
Yeah. The
Going
shit we
Went
ate.
to one of those Michoacana places to get some flank steak.
Mitch McConnell.
Yes, one of the Mitch McConnell, one of the Mexican meat places. And they had the chicharrone that was the size of this
Mitch
table.
McConnell, like
That one. Mitch, was there something else you wanted to say? No.
I can do it. I can do Mitch all day long.
That's what his wife said.
That's what she said.
Oh, here's my Biden.
You should have saw him do.
And let me fall down some stairs.
Up.
Let me fall
Up.
up some stairs.
Yeah.
Can you believe they actually had a staircase reconfigured with shorter steps?
In the back end of the aircraft.
Let's talk about fraud, waste, and abuse for a moment.
$10,000
Why?
toilet.
Why don't they just wheel over an escalator? If you're gonna do
Just they got
Just-
a bag. They
just
you don't
stand
have
right
to do
here,
that.
Mr.
Just-
President,
there's a
you'll be fine.
bag handling cart. You put him on there and put him on right on the belt and zip his ass up in there.
Somebody has the belt turned up a little bit too fast, catapults himself up into the cockpit.
You see
Yeah,
the
no, you just
see
get an
the-
escalator.
You see the
but think about
fuselage
it.
on the other side.
If
go,
you've
boop.
got the escalator going up and he's
I've
there
seen
wobbling
Weekend at
anyway, it looks
Bernie's.
like he's walking up the stairs.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Hold on, watch this." They'll slow it down, and they'll get going back the other way, and he's just standing there.
Doop, 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 doop. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Food.
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 We got derailed.
Things that you were liking as a child that you don't like anymore.
can't stand. It's vile, awful, terrible. Makes you curse the very existence.
Deviled eggs.
Ooh.
Ooh, I love deviled eggs.
Sardines.
So
Uh-oh.
I used to love the kipper snacks. I can't eat them anymore.
Being in the field, everybody had either smoked oysters or sardines, and you just lived off of those.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was me in the oil field back in the day.
And kippered snack, I think that's Old English code for smells like ass.
Hooker.
Hooker ass
hooker ass.
at 3 a.m.
Hooker of ass.
Yeah, all the M's.
Ass of hooker.
Ew. That's grody.
A lot of Louisiana hot sauce on it, man. Just the next day, it's just like
that didn't.
There ain't enough Louisiana hot sauce to cover that crap up. You talk about nuts smelling like onions. God dog it, man.
That's some
All right, boys.
nasty mess.
all right.
Yay.
We're out.
Reed Brothers.